What's up, guys? Welcome back. Recap of the Rockets season is all wrapped up. If you see my video a couple months back, my prediction was they would be the 6th seed to the 8th seed. Boy, was I wrong. John Wall could not stay healthy, wasn't very efficient. We cut DeMarcus Cousins, he wasn't there long. We wanted him to compete for the championship. Eric Gordon was hurt. I mean, we had so many injured players. I think there was a report saying we broke the record for most players played for one team in the season. It was 29. We had 29 different players laced up for the Houston Rockets. And honestly, man, this kind of happens when you're always on the top, when you're like always making the playoffs every single year. I think we had like the longest consecutive years of making the playoffs. And when you're constantly in it, it's only a matter of time before you crash. And we crashed hard this year. I didn't think it'd be this year. I thought John Wall would still be effective. I thought Cousins would stay. And the acquisition of Oladipo, which that boy Oladipo was gone, traded to Miami. We had a bunch of different pieces and players come in and out, and it's just who knows what to expect. But I honestly am very optimistic of the Rockets' future, because we got Christian Wood, who's in his prime, 25, I think 24, 25, maybe 26. The dude's a beast from Detroit. He can be our 5. Kelly Olynyk was such a steal from the Victor Oladipo trade. Good, y'all keep Victor. We'll keep Kelly. So we can have Christian Wood at the 5. We can have Kelly Olynyk at the 4. And we have Jae'Sean Tate, who was arguably Rookie of the Year this year, who is a solid piece. We have Kenyon Martin Jr., who's another great young player. And also Kevin Porter Jr. This man had 50 points and 10 assists. I think it was a record where he was the youngest player to have 50 and 10 ever. At 21 or 20. He's a young cat. We have a bunch of good young players. Kenyon Martin Jr., Jae'Sean Tate, and Kevin Porter Jr. And of course we have Eric Gordon there and John Wall. We'll see what we do with them. And we had a bunch of other players there. But going into the draft, if we get the number 1 pick, I've seen videos of people talking about who we should draft, who's the best fit, who's not. And there's people saying Cade Cunningham in Houston is a bad spot. With all due respect, that makes no sense whatsoever. It's a big city. It's a big market. A lot of money. We have a great player development staff. Look what James Harden was when we got him compared to what he is now. James Harden was a beast. Okay, Patrick Beverley, we made him into a stud defensively. You name it, we named a lot of players great. I don't know who the hell you talking about. These people on YouTube talking about Cade Cunningham coming to Houston is a bad fit. It makes no sense. He can be the top point guard. He'll be the leader at the 1. We'll have Kevin Porter at the 2. We can have Jae'Sean Tate and Kenyon Martin Jr. all switching in and out with Wood and Olynyk on the back. With the 5 and the 4, please, bro. Please. Cade Cunningham or Suggs from Gonzaga. Green's a good player. But I feel like he's more off the ball. I doubt he'll be coming in and take over, take charge. Cade Cunningham, I would love to get Cade Cunningham. Because, Suggs, I know he's going to be a very good player, but I don't know if he'll be number 1 overall, though. That game winner with Gonzaga kind of put him on the top of players to get. But Cade Cunningham is the guy that the Rockets want. Man, 6'8", a 6'8" point guard. You got a big boy Cunningham. You got Kevin Porter who can score. Kenyon Martin who can play defense. With Jae'Sean Tate getting better. With Christian Wood and Olynyk, that's 6 good players right there. Kevin Porter, Tate, Martin, Olynyk. Well, yeah, 6. And then Eric Gordon's probably going to go. He's a little bit older. He wants to compete for a championship. We'll probably trade him, get some assets. Same thing with John Wall. If anyone even wants John Wall with that big-ass contract. But I mean, the future's bright in Houston, man. If we can get the number 1 overall pick, but this is only if we get the number 1 overall pick. You know, the lottery goes, you pick up a random ball, and then boom, number 1 overall pick, number 2, number 3. And according to our pick, if it is not top 3, if it is 4 and higher, I think it goes to the OKC. I think it goes to the Thunder. So it has to be top 3 projected, you know. If we don't get Cade Cunningham or Suggs, we'd have to stick with Green, or if not Green, then Suggs. But out of Green, Suggs, and Cunningham, bro, let's make no mistake about it. Cade Cunningham is the top dog. The man's from Texas. Okay, it's only right the man comes to Texas. Not only that, the man commented he would love to play for Houston. Like, he was saying something like Oklahoma State was cool. It was, I can only be there for a year, just only a year, but H-Town will be cool. You know, it's only right. It makes perfect sense. You know, Detroit, is he going to go to Detroit? Detroit's been below average for a long-ass time, ever since they won the championship in 04 and went back, I think, in 05 against the Spurs. Ever since then, with Rippey, Richard Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, ever since those guys, they've been irrelevant this whole entire time. They haven't had no good, great years, really. So Detroit, I don't know about that. You're just going to be there for years until you get hit free agency and then sign a big contract with a good team. So Detroit, I don't see that. Because they haven't been good in a long-ass time. The only good piece they had was Andre Drummond. Look what happened to him. It's going to be the same shit with him. Same shit with Cade. So Detroit, I don't see it. Who are the other picks? Who are other low seeds this year? It was Detroit. It was us. Oh, Minnesota. I hope, man, Minnesota. I hope they do not get freaking Cade Cunningham. They already have Anthony Edwards. They already have Cat. They have a couple other pieces. They have D'Angelo Russell, I think. They have D'Angelo Russell at the 1. They have Anthony Edwards at the 2. They got good young players, Minnesota. And if they get Cade Cunningham too, honestly, it's at the point where they're all going to be so great, you can't keep them all on one team. You got to let one go. So, like, I don't want that to happen because Minnesota's going to be good. They're going to be very, very good. But they spent all that money on D'Angelo Russell. I doubt they're going to pick up Cade and put Russell to the side or let Cade sit behind. Like, Cade's ready to play now. We have to put him in quickly so we can get better, faster. Same thing we did with Jay Sean Tate and Kenyon Martin Jr. We kind of threw them in the fire, but we were tanking. But it helps them develop faster. It helps them get more used to the game itself. So honestly, man, I mean, I'm biased. I'm being honest, I'm biased. But Houston is gonna get my boy Cade Cunningham, all Texas. But that's really a recap of this year. Rockets, I thought we'd make playoffs. We dead last, but hey, we can get Cade, have a bright future. Houston fans, just be patient, man. Like, with all our sports teams these next few years, we gotta be patient. We gotta stay loyal to our squad. And we'll be back. We'll be back, man. We'll be back on top. We'll be back playing on the top competition, man. But you know, as far as the playoffs and how the league's gonna stack up, who's gonna win it, I see Brooklyn. I see Brooklyn that's winning. Lakers aren't coming out of the West. I don't care what anybody says. Lakers are not coming out of the West. If they do come out of the West and beat Brooklyn, LeBron James is the GOAT. I said it. I'm huge MJ over LeBron. MJ number 1. I still think Kobe is over LeBron, but that's still debatable. If LeBron comes out of the West as a 7th seed with the play-in tournament as a bonus, if he comes out of the West, if they come out of the West and beat everybody and the Brooklyn Nets with Durant, Irvin, Harden, and Blake Griffin and all them pieces. They even had LaMarcus Aldridge, man, retired. But point is, then he's the GOAT. But honestly, man, Brooklyn's gonna win it. I don't see how they lose it. I don't see how they lose it. But appreciate you guys watching this video. Rocket fans, be patient. We will be back. Got this Mickey Ward t-shirt. Got that Irish badass. It was funny, I was looking up highlights last night. Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti, all 3 fights. And ironically, today, the first fight happened 19 years ago today in 2002. Like, That's hilarious. I coincidentally was watching highlights, and the anniversary is today, and I have a freaking Mickey Ward t-shirt. Like, the odds of it. That's God, man. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Always thank you for every single view. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.